What is going on, guys? Old Shaman here, and today I'm going to be doing a comic video for you all. So anyways, basically I just got off work. It's about 2:30 a.m. right now. I'm tired as hell, and I'm just actually pushing myself to get this video out for you all, just because I know that you guys have been waiting anxiously for some sort of video on my channel, something. I got a comic collection update for you. With one of my collections, and then I'm also going to be pushing for maybe a manga haul for this month. So we'll see what videos we push out for this month. But anyways, today I'm going to be doing a Spawn comic collection. So basically, besides Batman, Spawn is by far one of my favorite comic book heroes, for sure. Been collecting Spawn for quite some time now. Started with the basics, slowly been improving my collection since I started collecting about 2 or 3 years ago. Just letting you guys know now that this collection is not super massive as much as I'd like it to be. I'm missing a lot of key issues in this one, mainly because I've just been focusing a lot more on like the Batman stuff and whatnot. So anyways, sorry for this intro. Sorry if I sound a little bit loopy and tired. I've been working 2 jobs and I've been working full time, so I've just been super busy and very preoccupied with doing other things. Just haven't been able to push out that video that I've been wanting to for quite some time. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure that you guys like and rate, subscribe if you already haven't, and this is for my comic book lovers out there. So hope you guys enjoy this video. Enjoy. Alright, so starting off from the beginning, we have Spawn issue 1. This is where it all started. This right here is probably one of my favorite covers of all time, just in comics in general. Todd McFarlane is ranked up there with my top 5 artists in comic history. Just really brilliant stuff. I mean, Todd McFarlane is a really great artist and a really great writer. So Spawn issue 1, this is where it all started. Beautiful looking cover. Moving forward, we have Spawn issue 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Really cool cover here as well. Spawn with all of his weapons. Issue 8, 9, first Huntress appearance. Again, looking very nice. 10, 11, 12, 13. Skipped all the way to 21. Again, this is kind of where my Spawn collection diverges. I don't really buy on eBay. I go to comic shops and I check out and see whether or not they have some of these issues on hand, mainly because some of these issues I like to have kind of that authentic feel by going into a comic book shop, being able to find these issues myself, not going on eBay, paying outrageous prices for overpriced issues that really shouldn't be priced that high. So Spawn is a relatively cheap and easy series to find. A lot of issues were printed multiple times. When we start getting into a little bit more of the key issue territories, kind of when some of these issues get a little bit more expensive, but other than that, a lot of these issues are pretty easy to find and collect for. But anyways, I buy in sections. I don't buy in just single issues or go on eBay and just look up an individual issue and just buy it from that, because that to me takes the fun out of comic book collecting. So that is definitely something that I do not do. But again, issue 21, 22, 23, again, a really sick cover here. Really love this one. 24, 25 is kind of when Spawn started to die a little bit in popularity. Not really sure why. It just sort of stopped at that point, but it picks up a little bit. 26, 27. This is also one of my favorite covers. Just the artwork is just amazing. It really is. 29, 30, 31. Another Violator picture. 35, 7, 8, 39, and such a huge jump we have is issue 174. This is the first Gunslinger Spawn appearance. I mean, by this point, McFarlane was sort of already kind of going in a really great direction. I mean, he was definitely making some really awesome artwork at this point. But this was actually a Capullo cover, if you can't tell right there. Capullo. Gunslinger Spawn is fucking badass. I don't care what anyone says. Really cool stuff right there. Then we have the ending to Spawn Endgame, which is issue 185, which is spoiler territory. The death of Spawn himself. Al Simmons commits suicide, and ultimately his character is written out of the Spawn story. Of course, what we come to know is that that's not the case. And yeah, I mean, beautiful cover here. This is a first print, I believe, or maybe the second print, not sure. In fact, I think it's actually it is the first print. The second print, I believe, is a little bit more sought after, just because it actually has a full cover picture of Spawn himself. But this one is my favorite. I consider this one to be the more sought after one, in my personal opinion. But anyways, issue 185, the death of Al Simmons as Spawn. Really awesome issue, as well as a really awesome cover, to say the least. Then we have Spawn issue 224. This is basically the homage to the Dark Knight, which is a series in the Batman universe where the Dark Knight returns. This was basically the cover to issue 2 of the Dark Knight, which was the Dark Knight Triumphs. But as you can see here, McFarlane decided to pay a little bit of homage to the Dark Knight by saying that Spawn triumphs on a Dark Knight, which I find these to be very cool. He did a couple of these homage covers during the early 200s. He did a tribute to Spider-Man, I believe Wolverine, the Hulk, and then also to Batman, which was awesome to me that he did this. Really cool stuff. And then we have issue 244, which is sort of Spawn's battle between heaven and hell, when he becomes sort of Angel Spawn. Around this time, when Al Simmons wasn't really in the picture, I wasn't really collecting Spawn at that point. I was just sort of kind of dabbling here and there. But some really cool and awesome stuff there. Artwork, again, is on point. Some really awesome and cool things going on there. Then we start collecting back at issue 249, which was sort of the return to the roots. Al Simmons returns in the next issue. This is when Al Simmons sort of was starting to get revived. The current Spawn, which was the second Spawn, which I'm blanking out on who it is right now, but the second Spawn was finally going to be taken out of the picture, and Al Simmons was going to be brought back. Some really epic stuff. And he was brought back in Spawn Resurrection. This was the issue where Al Simmons, we get the backstory as to what happened to Al Simmons after all this time and what has been going on in the meantime. So we get some really cool key information from this issue. Really awesome stuff. And then we have the variant issue of Spawn issue 250. This was, I believe, a variant cover. This is might be a first or second print. I'm blanking out on this one, but this was Spawn issue 250. This was the return of Al Simmons. This was all of his new backstory, what he was going to be doing in the new Spawn universe. It was going to be some really, really cool stuff, and boy, was it awesome. Spawn 251. The new 252, once again paying homage to DC's New 52. Again, like I said, McFarlane always wanted to pay homage to some of the really cool, Marvel and DC references. Some really cool stuff here. Really love that kind of stuff. So definitely awesome in my book. Spawn issue 253, 254, 55. I'm just going to go ahead and blast through these covers just so we can go ahead and get to the good stuff. 256, 7, 8, 9, 260, 261, 262, 63, 64, 65, 66. And then we have Spawn kills everyone, which is a one-shot, and literally it is Spawn killing everybody. It is everyone from the Marvel and DC universe that are going head-to-head, and Spawn basically just annihilates everybody. It's some crazy shit, but it's a enjoyable story to say the least. And then the final thing that I own in my collection is the Spawn 25th Anniversary Issue 1, which is basically a remake or redone Issue 1. The front cover is different, although it is still paying homage to the original Spawn Issue 1. But now we see how far McFarlane has come with his artwork and how nice this cover looks overall. I would have to say this is probably McFarlane's best work, one of the most beautiful portraits of Spawn, I would have to say, and just a really beautiful cover. So, anyways, going to leave it at that. That is basically my Spawn collection for you. It's a small, humble collection to say the least, but like I said, I love the feel of going into a comic book store, being able to pick out these issues individually and being able to bring them home with me. So the only way I'm going to be buying Spawn in large quantities is if I manage to find these issues in the comic book shop. And just overall, like I said, I like the feel of going into a store and buying these issues individually instead of just going on eBay and just buying all these issues, because that's just, it takes the fun out of comic book hunting. But anyways, that is basically my Spawn collection. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and once again, this was for my comic book lovers. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time. Peace out.